Welcome to Cocktails and Cuisines. My name is Chef James Jens. I'm the chef and owner of Dinners with Class in Wisconsin. Today we're going to do a Gin Fizz berry cocktail. Then I'm going to show you how to break apart a chicken. We're going to do a seared, sweet and sour citrus chicken breast with sweet potatoes and have some fun. So to garnish the glass, we're going to put some fresh berries. And I had those kind of like in the freezer for a while, so they're kind of chilled and they're kind of going to act like the ice cubes. Some gin, agave, and then we're going to put some lemon juice. I got a kumquat here and a few maraschino cherries. And to top off, we're going to have some sparkling seltzer. Float of kumquat, there are cherries, and there you go. A fun little berry gin fizz. When we come back, we're going to break down a whole chicken, and I'll show you how to get ready for the next steps. Stay tuned. So we're going to start out by actually working on the sweet and sour sauce, because that can simmer and kind of do its thing while we break down the chicken. And for that, we're going to take some citrus, some blood orange juice. Then we can put everything in. Some regular orange. Some lemon, and lime, and some kumquats. I love kumquats. Kumquats are a fun little seasonal citrus. They're a little more tart than an orange. Some onion, and some jalapenos. And we're basically just trying to get all the flavors to come out, so you don't have to be real definitive on the size of cut or what they look like. And to that, we're going to add some ponzu, which is a citrus sauce, Asian sauce. Ginger, some 5-spice, a little bit of ground coriander, a cinnamon stick, brown sugar, and cloves of garlic. And we'll put the cover on. We're going to let this simmer while we do everything else, and that'll become our sweet and sour sauce. And now we can work on the chicken. I like to just pat it dry. And we're going to only use the breast, and what we're going to do is we're going to French out and make an airline chicken breast. And then the leg and thigh quarters we will reserve for the next episode, and we'll be marinating them in buttermilk and frying them. Cut the first wing joint off. The easiest way to tell where to cut on all the joints is anywhere in the center there's a little knob. It's just to the outside of that knob. So if you're doing drumsticks and leg quarters or wings, it's all the same spot. And then to French, which just basically means to remove the skin around the bone, trim off the little knuckle of the wing joint. Peel this cartilage back. And there you have an exposed bone. And you just have to trim this meat around the bone. So in classic French hierarchy, when there's kings and queens of France and nobility, they would French things so you could pick up the meat with your fingers and eat it. So anything that has an exposed bone, it's finger food. Expose the joint of the bone, peel down. Okay, well, I'm going to clean up this cutting board, and then we can start searing, and I'll show you how to get sweet potatoes ready. Stick around, and we'll be right back. So the sweet and sour sauce is boiling and macerating all the flavors together nicely. To sear the chicken breast, I have some sesame seed oil in our pan, and then we're just going to salt and pepper the breasts. And again, whenever you're putting something into a pan that has hot oil in it, lay it close to you and let it fall away from you. That way, if any oil splatters, it doesn't splatter on you. Then we'll season the underside of the chicken. And here are sweet potatoes. So just get you caught up at a speed on the sweet potatoes, I just poked a couple of holes, put them on a aluminum lined baking tray and bake them for about 45 minutes in a 350 degree oven, just till they're soft. And we're going to kind of mash them up and make a sweet potato mash. They're easy to peel. Skins get nice and crispy on the outside. And we want to let the skin get nice and crispy on the, so we're going to cook it more on the skin side down before we flip them, because we want to get a nice golden brown, hard, crispy skin and let any chicken fat that's in there render off. So this will take probably 2 or 3 minutes on this side. Our sweet and sour sauce is almost reduced down, and then we'll finish up the sweet potato mash when we come back, and then we'll be able to plate. So stick around. So it's been about 5-7 minutes or so. I did put it in an oven just to speed up a little bit. And you can see we have a nice crispy skin. And what we're going to do is we're going to deglaze the pan with some gin. And then we're going to take our sweet and sour sauce, pour it on top. Baste the chicken breast with it. We're going to let the sauce reduce just a little bit. And we'll finish the sauce with butter. And then to plate, we'll put our sweet potato puree down. This is kind of a plate for two. It's already gotten quite a bit more reduced. Flavor's concentrated, and it's picked up the flavor of the chicken from all the caramelization on the bottom of the pan. Okay. Whenever you add or finish the sauce with butter, turn the heat off to control the temperature. And don't let the butter sit in one spot, move it around. That way it emulsifies with the sauce instead of... Alright, here's our sauce. Chickens, and we'll glaze with our sweet and sour citrus sauce. Well, I hope you had fun today. We made the berry gin sling fizz and a sweet and sour citrus seared chicken breast with sweet potatoes. I'm Chef James Jens, your host of Cocktails and Cuisines. And I'll see you next time when we do buttermilk marinated fried chicken drums in lake quarters.